They barely flinch, so used are they to the gunfire. They say a prayer as they queue for food. It's just another grim fact in Syria. Feeding your family means risking your life. Half of all Syrians now rely on humanitarian assistance like this. But despite the suffering and death and military stalemate, President Assad remains defiant. In an interview on Iranian TV today, he dismissed any overtures from America, calling on the West to first stop arming the rebels who he labelled as terrorists. But even before I met the country's information minister today, American officials were rowing back from Secretary of State John Kerry's comments that the West will have to negotiate with President Assad in the end. When John Kerry says we must negotiate, we understand these words if they become practical deeds. Those practical deeds should be on the basis of confronting terrorism first and foremost. He said there could be further talks in Geneva, but only if they were predicated on defeating ISIS rather than removing President Assad. When the Syrian opposition is ready to hold political dialogue and when the countries speaking about Geneva are ready to stick to combating terrorism, which is the cause of violence in the country, then it will be possible to speak about other meetings similar to Geneva. Until then, the war grinds on. This is Al-Wa'a, the last rebel enclave in Homs, where up to 5,000 fighters are still battling with the government troops. Elsewhere, this is what Syria's third largest city has been reduced to. The old town, now a ghost town. This once bustling souk, empty. The commercial heart of this once great city, now a pitiful reminder of how far it has declined. After 4 long years of civil war, President Assad's troops have retaken the city of Homs, but at what cost? Just look at the place. It is a bombed-out shell of a city, street after street, emptied of people. The Syrian government is trying to rebuild its authority here, but rebuilding everything else will take years. Dan Rivers, ITV News, Homs.